Good evening, children. A very happy new year to all my viewers. Last week we have seen carbon and its compound. Today in the session we are going to see mainly in the part 2. We are mainly going to see about manufacture of ethanol, chemical properties, physical properties, and uses. You all know very well about alcohol. The functional group already I have taught you. OH. In that alcohol family, the particular member, ethanol, is given deeply in our syllabus. It's actually known as alcohol. Ethanol is commonly known as alcohol. Some cough syrups and all alcoholic beverages, they contain alcohol. The molecular formula is CH3CH2OH. Rather, we can shortly write it as C2H5OH. The structural formula is given in the text. You can see very well. Now we shall see how this ethanol manufactured in large scale in industries. Large scale means in huge amount. How it is manufactured. Actually, it is manufactured in the industries by the fermentation of molasses. Before that, you should know what is fermentation. Fermentation is nothing but conversion of complex organic molecules into simpler ones by the action of enzymes, the bioorganic catalyst. So, this is what called nodithal in Tamil. So, ethanol is manufactured by fermentation of molasses. Before that, you should know what's a molasses. Molasses is actually a dark colored liquid which is left after the extraction of sugar from sugarcane juice. கரும்பு சாறுல கரும்பு பிரிச்சு எடுத்துட்டு கிடைக்கிற மீதி இருக்கிறது தான் molasses. So molasses actually contain about 30% of sucrose that cannot be separated by crystallization. படிகமாக்கல் முறையில அதை பிரிச்சு எடுக்கவே முடியாது. ஓகேவா? So it can be converted into ethanol by 4 steps. This is actually a very important 5 mark. They will ask you manufacture of ethanol. Any question they will ask. The very first step, dilution of molasses. The second step, addition of nitrogen source. Third and yet important stage, addition of yeast. The last but not the least, distillation of wash. Why the molasses have to be diluted? Because we have to bring down the concentration of sugar. Already I told it contains 30% of sucrose. So we have to bring down the concentration to 8 to 10%. So it has to be diluted. Then in the next step, we have to add nitrogen source. Actually, it contains enough nitrogenous matter to act as food for yeast during the fermentation process. But if that is not existing in sufficient quantity, it can be increased by the addition of any ammonium salts, either ammonium sulfate or ammonium phosphate. The second step, the first step dilution, it has to be diluted about 8 to 10%. Second step, we have to add either ammonium sulfate or ammonium phosphate. So in the yet another third step, the solution what we got in the second step is poured into the fermentation tank, and here yeast is added to it. In the lower class you learnt yeast. They are microorganisms. and also single-celled, belonging to the classes of fungi. The enzymes present in the yeast, they actually catalyze many complex organic reactions. So enzymes are bioorganic catalysts. So now after the conversion into the fermentation tank, yeast has to be added to it. The mixture has to be kept about 303 K for a few days. You have to keep for few days. During this process, what happens now? The enzymes invertase and zymase. You see the name ending ASE. Invertase and zymase. They bring out the conversion of sucrose into ethanol. They bring about the changes. Complex into simpler. Sugar into glucose and fructose. This formula actually you have to write and see many times this equation. Sugar C12H22O11 plus H2O gives glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose I already told they are isomers. Same molecular formula but different structural formula. C6H12O6. Then another enzyme zymase which is acted upon by glucose that gets converted that glucose into our required ethanol C2H5OH plus the evolution of carbon dioxide. The fermented liquid so far obtained is called technically wash. The liquid what we obtain in the third step is called wash. The last step we have to wash the distillation. We have to we have to follow the distillation of wash. The fermented liquid that is wash actually contain 15 to 18% of alcohol. Is now subjected to fractional distillation. Binna kaichi vadithal in Tamil. The main fraction drawn is an aqueous solution of ethanol which contain 95.5% of ethanol and 4.5% of water. This is called rectified spirit. This mixture is then refluxed, that means condensed over quicklime for about 5 to 6 hours and then allowed to remain for 12 hours. On distillation of this mixture, we will get 100% pure alcohol. That is otherwise known as absolute alcohol. They may ask what is absolute alcohol? 100% pure alcohol. They may ask rectified spirit. What is rectified spirit? A mixture of 95.5% of ethanol and 4.5% of water. So here the manufacture of ethanol contains 4 steps. We can recapitulate. Dilution of molasses, addition of nitrogen resources, addition of yeast, last step distillation of wash. The last step we can get 100% pure alcohol, that is nothing but absolute alcohol. Then we shall proceed to the physical properties. While you are before proceeding any topics like this, while you are learning the textbook, you should learn the more to know. That is very important for the examination point of view. From this you can come to know what is yeast and what is fermentation. Physical properties, now we shall proceed. You know very well, ethanol is a colorless liquid having a pleasant smell and burning taste. It has a burning taste. It's a volatile liquid, boiling point 78 degrees Celsius. It's completely miscible with water at all proportions. That means it can be soluble in water. Chemical properties. For us, 6 properties are given. Dehydration, reaction with sodium, oxidation, esterification, dehydrogenation, combustion. In this actually oxidation, esterification, both are very important and we are going to discuss about all. Dehydration means you know very well, loss of water. CH3CH2OH on treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. it get dehydrated into ethylene or ethene. You see that one H2O is removed. You will get CH2 double bond CH2. Then we shall proceed to the oxidation reaction. Ethanol, when it is oxidized with the alkaline permanganate or acidified K2Cr2O7, when either permanganate or potassium dichromate is added, you know, this alcohol is get converted into acid. That means the orange color of K2Cr2O7 converted into green color. This reaction is actually used for detection of alcohols or identification of alcohol. Here, alcohol is converted into acid. Oxidation occurs. The next fourth one, very important 4-mark question. What is esterification? They will not ask straight away what is esterification. They will give the equation and ask you to complete. C2H5OH plus CH3COOH. What it will give. Or in some other way they will twist and ask the question. Here esterification means when an alcohol reacts with acid in the presence of sulfuric acid, that is concentrated sulfuric acid, you will get alkyl alkanoate, that is ethyl ethanoate or ester. Here ester is formed. So this reaction is called esterification. What is esterification? When an alcohol reacts with alkanoic acid, it gives ester. CH3, COO, C2H5. Ethyl ethanoate. What is it? CH3, COO, C2H5. Just one water molecule is removed from ethanol and ethanoic acid. So this equation and all you got to, many times you got to practice. You remember the formula of ethanol, C2H5OH, ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. You can write very easily. From that ethanoic acid, you remove that lost hydrogen, CH3COO, and along with that you add C2H5, plus you remove water. You will get your required ester formula. This is very repeatedly asked question, children. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen. When this vapor of ethanol is passed over copper catalyst, it is dehydrogenated to aldehyde. Alcohol is dehydrogenated to aldehyde. You see the functional group OH is changed into CHO. Ethanol CH3CH2OH gives acetaldehyde. CH3CHO with the evolution of hydrogen gas. That upward arrow mark represents a gas. Lastly, combustion. Ethanol is highly inflammable liquid. It burns with oxygen and it gives us carbon dioxide. So in this all this equation, the very important are oxidation and esterification. In oxidation, alcohol is converted into acid. In esterification, ethanol gets converted into ester. Uses, you know very well. In medical field, in medical wipes, it is used as an antiseptic. To treat any wound, it is used as an antiseptic. And also in automobile radiators. Kulirvipan in Tamil radiators. It is used antifreeze. எதிர் உறைப்பானாக பயன்படுகிறது. And also nowadays we are not moving outside without sanitizers. It is used to kill microorganisms like bacteria, fungi by including it in many hand sanitizers. So alcohol found a variety range of application in sanitizers. And also it is used as an antiseptic to sterilize wounds in hospital. It's a major solvent for many drugs, oils, fats, perfumes, dyes, etc. So for all this, drugs, oils, fats, perfumes, etc. can be dissolved in alcohol. And also it is used in the preparation of methylated spirit, rectified spirit and power alcohol. Power alcohol is a mixture of petrol and ethanol. It's a mixture of petrol and ethanol, and also denatured spirit. Ethanol mixed with pyridine. This and all will be asked in 1 mark. What is denatured spirit? Ethanol with pyridine. Power alcohol, mixture of petrol and ethanol. All these things they will ask. Lastly, it is used to enhance the flavor of food extracts. For example, vanilla extract. That means the vanilla beans actually they are dissolved in ethanol to get that vanilla extract. It's a common food flavor, you know very well. Here, these vanilla beans are made to dissolve in ethanol and water. Finally, you will get vanilla bean, vanilla extract. So till this, we have learnt what is an alcohol. An alcohol is a substance having the functional group OH. About manufacture of ethanol, it has 4 steps. About the physical properties, among the chemical property I told you, mainly 2, oxidation and esterification. In the examination of point of view, these 2 questions are repeatedly asked. Uses of ethanol sometimes they will ask in 4 marks. So any 4 points, whichever is convenient for you or rather which is easier for you to uh, keep in memory, you learn that and write it. Okay children, I'll expect you to send your comments in my video. Thank you for watching.